Hello, it is I, Novo, and well, originally I was going to do a Vixo episode and make a new Vixo series, but I decided on doing an Empire series. Now, I haven't really thought of who to do the Empire. This is my first Empire, except maybe I've done for French Empire. This is gonna have to be quick as I need to be done by 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna do what if Germany remade their empire, but not fully remade, just well, some borders can change and will change. So the first thing they do is they invade Luxembourg. Now Luxembourg is it is very rich, I believe, but it is also very weak. So Germany's like, no one will care if I invade Luxembourg, cause NATO is not in it. And also there's no mountains. Like, they could have gone after Switzerland, Austria, Czechia, but there's mountains in. And Poland, but there's mountains in the south, and they're stronger. And they invade, and if I turn on capitals, that is a different color for some reason. And this, I'm gonna turn off the capitals for now. They captured that town, and Luxembourg capitulates with the treaty being a full annexation. And they then invade the Netherlands. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if the UK guarantee of Belgium happens. Well, it's still around, but they say you cannot invade Belgium. If you do, you will pay a. I'm just getting. And then they decide they were going to invade Belgium next because they have the the military in Luxembourg, which is near to there. So they move their military and they invade into Netherlands, starting off here, getting up to the river, capturing this smaller city. They also captured this smaller city, Maastricht, I believe it is, and this one here. I mean, Netherlands does put up a fight, pushing them back to roughly here, and almost recapturing that city, leaving just one pixel, and it almost recaptured the city as well. But then the Germans do a surprise attack up the Rhine and into Amsterdam, entering the gates of Amsterdam and capturing Amsterdam, and this whole northern area surrenders. Meanwhile, the region surrenders and the southern Hague region surrenders. And now it is time for the treaty. You can see that only in one instance did I go after provinces or rivers, which is here. And this is the Treaty of Brussels, and the Germans annex all. Well, they don't annex that territory. They annex this territory, and Sealand. Meanwhile, all of that is now theirs to control and send the military into. Now they can pretty much quickly invade Ireland if they so wish. Do they want to invade Ireland? No. And also, Netherlands is under German occupation for 10 years, and then it's fully released. And they're looking at who would be the weakest. Switzerland, you'd have vote in fate, the neutral, and France and Italy would probably come to decide due to people being in Switzerland. So let's invade Austria or make them join us in an answer this. Austria, will you join us in answer this? No. So they invade via the river, and Austria is the capital's captured, and they surrender in 5 hours. Less than Denmark. They are the new joke around the mapping community because they barely lasted against Germany, who was weaker than World War II. Germany still has a bit of a restricted military, which is only now removed. And yeah, meanwhile, they then invade into Denmark, and Greenland declares independence, and Denmark collapses in 4 hours. Yes, 4. Less than Austria. They are made even more fool of. And in some memes, it's like Denmark and Austria, the brothers who fall quickly to Germany. That's kind of what it is and means. Now, this could go like into like World War kind of scenario, but I'm not gonna make it into a World War scenario. I might make a part 2 of, yeah, I'm probably gonna make a part 2 with this and record that another day. So Germany's gonna annex all of here in these territories, with Denmark being under occupation, and they'll decide when the occupation is done what to do with Denmark. Whether to fully annex it or to like puppet it. But for now they are just us occupying it. Meanwhile they then invade Czechia. They decide to do one over here which the Czechs expected, so they push them back. And then a surprise when the launches with a capsule in Prague within a day or two. This is the third, what it looks like on the third day. And the Czech army does recapture Prague, but then the Sudetenland is captured by the Germans. So is Masovia, and then the Bohemian regions eventually fall, and they do full annexation because they fought back. Germany's like, no, you don't yeah, you're gonna be ours forever and ever. You're never gonna be independent again. Now this is what it's looking like so far, but France and Britain guarantee Poland, and then Germany invades Slovenia, who someone else guaranteed, Italy. So this is the big wow of this episode, and I'll probably do a part 2 if I remember to. So they invade in here. Meanwhile, Italy was expecting it, so they capture Innsbruck and they go up to Munich and capture Munich and go along the Danube into Baden-Württemberg and along here. Meanwhile, they get to the capital, and then a mass retreat happens as they pretty much fully leave the country. I'm going to turn off provinces. And then they fade into the Italian army in Germany, recapturing Innsbruck and invading into Tyrol along the Alps. Meanwhile, our Ljubljana recaptures all of Slovenia, and they invade into Germany. Meanwhile, Germany pushes back, and they get France to join the war. Yeah, France. Well, there's they're in talks with Germany to just unite Europe into one European empire, led by both France and Germany, with only France and Germany being there. So they invade into Belgium, getting the United Kingdom involved in this war, as they retracted, the French retracted their guarantee of Belgium, and then Poland joins the war as their allies with Britain. Meanwhile, a country who hates Poland, Belarus, joins the war with support of Russia. Meanwhile, Ireland is the guarantee by France that they'd win, and they joined the war and invade into Northern Ireland, capturing Derry and coming close to Belfast, and not invading Cornwall. Meanwhile, the the Franks and the Germans invade into Belgium. Meanwhile, they continued the Italian war, going into Tyrol, going on the Po River, and that is where I end today's video. They're in the middle of a big European scale war from Ireland to Belarus, from Denmark to Italy, and I'll see y'all in the next video, which is either gonna be Vixen multiplayer episode, maybe, but maybe 2 or 3, depends. And I'll see y'all. Or if this releases first, well, if part 2 releases first, I'll see ye in part 2 of what if Germany made an empire. Goodbye. It is I, Novo, signing out.